I'd like to say that this is the highest it's going to go, but something's telling me that there's
You might see some more up.
Might see some more up here.
We don't know.
The first quarter, and then go from there. But
Our crystal balls are just as foggy as everybody else's. We don't really know.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Eli, you wrote an article earlier this week, and I'm going to read the title. Las Vegas home sales slowed under high mortgage rates before. With home buyers facing sky-high mortgage rates, news reports were bleak. Las Vegas housing market was in a deep slump. Home sales were declining nationwide, and U.S. home construction was in a furious downturn. It's insanity. People can't afford these rates, a lender told the Review Journal. Southern Nevada's housing market pumped the brakes in 2022 and fast amid rising rates, but it wasn't the first time increased borrowing rates slowed. The average rate on a 30-year home was 6.31% in mid-December this year, up more than double from a year earlier, but it was nowhere close to the rates people paid in October 1981 when the average peaked at 18.63. Did you hear that? 18.63%. Yeah, mortgage rates are a lot higher than they were a year ago, but they're at their norm now. This is where they normally are. My point is simply this: is that yes, now that we've hopefully become more accustomed to the idea that the mortgage rates are a little bit higher than they were, or a lot higher than they were, they're nowhere near where they might get to. What are you thinking, Rick?
I mean, I don't know if we've seen the peak. I think there's a lot of factors that come into that. I hope we've seen the peak. Let's just say that. I mean, I can say that over the last month, we've seen more stabilization in the rate than we've had over the year. I mean, we really have. We've seen a big drop. I want to say it was at the end of November, beginning of December, somewhere around there, and it's kind of just stayed that way.
Yeah.
Slow movement up and down from there. But I'd like to say that this is the highest it's going to go, but something's telling me that there's
You might see some more up.
Might see some more up here.
We don't know.
The first quarter, and then go from there. But
our crystal balls are just as foggy as everybody else's. We don't really know.
Yeah, we're seeing it on a daily basis with our open order. Two things. One, our open order count, how many transactions we bring in each day.
Yeah.
That has slowly been declining for the last 6 months.
Sure.
It's returned to the seasonality part that we talked about earlier, where we're starting to see that kind of the flatness of it, and now maybe some hope of it picking back up a little bit on a transaction side. But in saying that, the price point that we're bringing in right now is about 5 to 10% off where we were. And we've had a couple blips in there, like November for us was way down in price point.
Right.
Average sales price. December opened about the same amount of orders in December than we did in November, and it was $40,000 higher as an average. So
interesting.
We're seeing a lot of the volatility with the price right now, but in a downward movement is what we're
still
seeing.
Slipping,
Still slipping.
Still slipping. Still coming down. You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio.